Now coming to the book, this is Islam and Terrorism, written by Anwar Sheikh. He was the person who was a Muslim, who remained Muslim till his death. He said that in the next gen life, I will never be adhering to this religion, because I killed the innocent, adolescent citizens without knowing that what sort of the consequences are going to be happen with me. He stayed there in UK and has said so many things about the Quran. Quran is inviting the hostility between the two sect of the citizen. When the Chopla filed the petition was dismissed that it contains some material which may be prohibited under section 95 CRPC, then 1999. But the Supreme Court, the Calcutta High Court has taken the view, no, you should not invite all these hostility together. Some of the aspect of the Quran has also been written by Anwar Sheikh in his book. Why this book are not been banned, which has been written by their own fellow men? Why Taslima Nasrim has been sent from this country, as she may get the shelter there in Sudan? We cannot protect anyone, whether the right of speech has been circumvented to that much of the extent. That was my argument before the Supreme Court in SLP. I have also shown one book, Islamism and Genocide of the Minority in Bangladesh. How in Bangladesh 33% of the population has been converted to 3% of the population in Bangladesh of the Hindus. This BSF person has been burned like that of a pig in front of the public at large. So whether the security personnel will be getting any sort of the perceptions about that, whether when their security is being under the depleted conditions. So as such, in this book, when you will go through it, you will see that the naked body is lying upon the street without having any sort of the cloth upon it. And they are in numbers over there. What is being displayed there in Bangladesh? This lady was raped in front of his own son. These people has been there. But India is not speaking in a single word about the atrocities committed upon the Hindus there in Bangladesh, and giving the ruthless protections to those who are indulged into the war, and not even a single person ever criticized what is happening there in that country. And we, whenever the cause is being aroused, that we stop it, because you are ultimately the government. So government says don't speak anything, because the hostility will be inviting. You are inviting the hostility with them. The aggressor should continue to get his aggressions. In some way or other, they should burn our people. They should get our temple being demolished. They should do whatever they like. In Devband, you cannot go. If you go to there, but whenever we are having espousing the cause before the judiciary, so judiciary is coming as that of the protection of these people who are not amenable to listen that India is their nation. They are having the Darul Harb to convert to Darul Islam. Now, unfinished agenda of Muslim League, whether it will be coming by the creation of the two-country theory came into the existence by creation of the. So whether the unfinished agenda of the Muslim League is still to be perpetuated here in this country, and the government, with that of the government protection, I say that the government has become a criminal, and we should come forward just to change a government where the crime has taken as that of a safeguard to the protection. The Islamic atomic bomb in the world black market is roaming, and till we are not having any sort of the things for getting the root of terrorism being eliminated forever, we cannot stop Islamic aggressions. And we the people, I'm not criticizing to any individuals who is indulged into the war of jihad. They are doing their services to their religion. But what about the government? Why we say that we are a secular state? Why the pseudo-secularism is here? Why the country is not giving the adequate protections to those who were trusting upon them? What has become to the thrust of the destiny of those people who were larger in number, the minority government. Minority institutions are flourishing like anything. Now a Hajj subsidy is being granted to them. How long we will be giving the protections to those individuals who are anti-national? I have written a poem on our court of law. That is very interesting, and I have taken the perception after 37 years of my practice that sitting outside with an empty pot and bleak skeleton, the litigant is seeing towards the temple of court in the hope of getting the gratitude of the grace of my Lord, with high expectations of sponsoring his cause through the assistance of the lawyer and pleader to whom he has engaged for pleading his submission, in anticipations of the hope of getting justice for the humiliation which he has faced from his opponent. But when he enters inside the temple of law, he finds that no one is interested in listening his cause. Everyone is interested to develop the growth of law without knowing where it may lead to them. In a world in which the law and justice do not talk, and ultimately when he comes outside from the courtroom, there are the few droplets coming out of his eyes, having the mark of the bleak spring through his cheek, but no one takes the sorrow, the notice of his sorrow, and in this process he has been inflicted with a wound which is being chafed again and again before it may heal to relieve him from such agony. What he has faced outside from his opponent may he be replied by someone inside the court of law, whether he has committed any folly entering in the temple or he has been deceived by the system of governance, which is based upon the theoretical process which may crumble by its own weight in due course of time. So as such, I have written this book just to get the enlightenment that every seventh person has become the litigant here in this nation, and whether we have to evolve some sort of the system by virtue of it we can get the eradication of the prevailing maladies, or we are not the part and parcel of the system. The constitutional resurrections, the constitution was promulgated, and the debate which took place is the integral part as the basic structure of the constitution. Now the debate has been eroded by the different constitutional amendment. So when they are going on getting every sort of the constitutional amendment with an ambition just to rule the country without having any war being conducted upon the people at large, we the people should have rise upon just to say that system has to be changed. In this process I will also have the interactions with Manish. What you feel being expertise in the cyber law, and you have completed also LLM, and what is your idea whether my anxiety just to do something is for the betterment of the country, betterment of the people, and what sort of the contributions you can provide for the purposes of getting the proper growth of law. So in this process, because I got the extreme commitment with those lawyers who are having the stalwart career and they are in the budding process of getting the development of law. Manish, can you tell me something about?
Definitely, sir. We have strong faith upon you, and we are ready to come along with you.
Yeah.
And definitely, sir, we are ideologies. I have listened your ideologies,
Ji.
and I am fully supporting those ideologies. And as far as the third pillar, or we can say the legislature, judiciary is the last hope left for us.
Yeah. We have to improve it for the purposes, but we should not have any sort of the trust upon the other organ of the parliamentary democracy. But conceptions of that, actually, what is the Hindutva and secularism? They are synonymous. I say that they are synonymous because we are never aggressive. We provide the faith in every religion, and it is not our culture to get anything which gets them agitated by our action. So when the receptivity has become some sort of the disqualifications for living in the country, then we should at least think for it, that what is the plausible manner in which we can. Recently, a book has been banned by Lucknow High Court. The name of the book was Gandhi Nehru Rajvans, Vernacular, yes, Secular. Book was banned by the High Court judges under Article 226, comprising of the bench of Justice Sunil Ambani and Dr. Satish Chandra. Can you exercise such power over the writing which has been written there? I have given this pamphlet about the copy thereof, that what was the family of Nehru and from where they originated. So as such, Article 102 1D, for which I have filed a petition against Sania Mani of Turin, wife of Rajiv Ravaltro. Every sort of the literature has been displayed here in this pamphlet, which display that reminiscences of Nehru age, Nehru dynasty, and person, patience, and politics. 3 books discloses that Nehru was a Muslim, and he was his great grandfather was Gyasuddin Ghazi, and his grandfather became Gangadhar Nehru, and how they have occupied Anand Bhavan, which was Izrat Villa belonging to Mubarak Ali, and Indira Gandhi became married when she married with Feroz Khan. Then how his name was converted to Feroz Gandhi. All these deceptions. Why the people are not knowing that who is the grandfather, who is the grandfather of Rajiv Gandhi, who remained here as the Prime Minister. Why the people are so illiterate in respect of the history, being his name was Nawab Khan of Junagadh. Everyone talks about Jawaharlal Nehru, but what is the name of the father of Feroz Gandhi? His name is Nawab Khan. How he has become Gandhi? So all these things has been displayed there in that petition, but the Justice Bhalla and Justice B.B. Agarwal said, no, we would have imposed the cost, exorbitant cost, while dismissing. You go to and file an election petition against it. So when we are challenging the very root of the perception, why not? We are entertaining my petition. You can throw it away, but kindly get it decided. Recently,